Green light.
And the lights have gone green. We're racing in South Africa. Harry Spears and Jack Noller, good start from them. Cab Bud pulling away from Lynn there as Harry has to go defensive right to the inside of the track. Cab darting around trying to look for a door in. Lynn might try there as they go wheel to wheel through turn one. 4 abreast nearly as we have Lansdale Foster, Faruqi, and it looks like the Ferrari and the BMW there as well alongside. Wheel to wheel through several turns. We've got 2 cars wide up and down the grid as Harry Spears leads them away.
But Perrott very much covering that inside, and Fletcher go around the outside, get the cutback. This is why I love this track. It's all about racecraft.
All about racecraft. You're going to need some precision here. Going through the S's now. There's a bit of a spot of dust up there on the entry from Sabine, but nothing to worry about here. Next opportunity for Oliver Fletcher in the 187 is going to be up into this hairpin here. A bit far back to try and make anything desperate, although you never know what could happen in front of him. As, looks like Eric's gone wide again, so they're going to be wheel to wheel on the run down to Mineshaft. Here we go then. 1 Mercedes, 1 Lamborghini. What's going to win out here? V10 power or V8 power? As they go wheel to wheel in through Mineshaft, still evens. Josh is going to have the inside line though into the Crocodiles. Oh, but he's fallen behind enough that Fletcher's managed to take that position. Nice racing.
Yeah, Fletcher's done very well there. I think it was a bit of psychological warfare, perhaps, just sending a nose up the inside, going to the hairpin. Oh, as he hits the inside curve, will he keep it out of the barrier? Yes, he does.
Shame there, but that's going to cost him. Yep, dive all the way down side by side, not quite side by side. List has to back off, didn't quite get the run they were wanting to. Into the Crocodiles now. Cher's going to cover the inside, it looks like, but he's going to move right back to the racing line, realizing he's not far back. But not on the racing line is Cameron Gold. He goes down the inside into Crocodiles, but that might be a cutback opportunity from Lodge. Not quite enough, though. Samanis now still all over the back of that McLaren, and needless to say, this combat's going to go on for a while. Maybe not, though, as Lodge goes quite wide. He's going to try into the entrance of the S's. They're going to go wheel to wheel through the S's here. That's going to be quite fun. Still there, so we're going to be, a little bit of a tap there, nearly sent Samanis wide. We're going to come up now to the hairpin of Learcop at the top of the hill. Samanis got the inside line, but that's going to compromise his run down the hill. Lodge obviously going to try for the cutback, but Samanis loiters just long enough to stop him from doing that. Now it's a straight run down the Mineshaft. So we're going to see what happens here. Too far back. Looks like no changes through here, although we're going to go wheel to wheel. Don't think Cher's got enough room really there to make that much of a move, but he's going to try anyway as they both go round. That's going to compromise the 2 behind. Both recover relatively quickly. Carey's up and running already, but that looked like it was going to end in disaster anyway. It's a very, very tight bit of track there for 2 cars to go so quickly next to each other. Well, it doesn't look like it's too much. Looks like Anna Langsdale.
Oh, big damage for Anna Langsdale Foster.
Yeah, come a cropper on the curb. That's steering damage. That car does not want to turn. As we go through now, that's looking at her exit through the Crocodiles. Gonna run through Cheetah and see what happened. Was it the curb? Oh, it was a slight tap.
It wasn't the curb, I don't think. She went a little bit wide there and I think lost it on the AstroTurf, so that's a real shame, going very slowly in the pit stops.
You know, it's such a sharp pit lane entry as well, that left turn, and the car, the way it was damaged, looked like the steering was cocked right, so, you know, that was really painful to try and get it into the pits, and as you said, that might well be curtains for her. It's a shame, really. So here we have Harry Spears making his way around the circuit. A little bit lonely now, managed to drop Jack Noller by about 5 seconds with the second time update. Any second, about 5.9, so nearly 6 seconds.
Ooh, and a big moment for Jack Noller.
Noller gets really loose out of there, and that's really cost him a lot of time. That's actually going to open the door for the cars behind him, maybe. And Cab Bud closed a massive amount, obviously due to that very loose tank slapper came on there mid-corner.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'll be honest, I didn't point it out during the hot lap that I filmed earlier, but I was turning into that corner. You need to turn in sharp and get it into the apex there, but the McLaren just not giving him the rear grip that he wanted, and that back end just coming around. It was something that happened on my track guide as well, and I think it is a problem with the McLaren. So, you know, trying to trim out that rear wing for that main straight so you can get the overtakes done. But yeah, a bit of a risk there for Jack Noller, and just the car not complying with him as he turned into that corner.
As Mushtaq is off, yeah, gonna have to rejoin the track briefly, facing the wrong way, obviously. Always nervous there, but nice and clear, so not a problem at all.
Yeah, imagine they've just taken a little bit too much curb going through the S's, yeah, a little bit too much there, and then it just unsettles the car, especially in the McLaren, and just, yeah, snap as they try to catch it. It's that's the thing about Kyalami that makes it so challenging, is the curbs. They look very enticing, but they are They are big, so you hit them in the wrong way or you hit them too much, and you will be going round.
On the outside, they're still wheel to wheel on the back straight now. We're going to run towards Sunset and see who comes out on top. The sheer size of that BMW, look at it towering over the Audi as the inside goes to Nathan Carey. Pretty good run so far. He's going to have to make sure that there's no door for that Audi to go down the inside, though, and there isn't.
Earlier I said, you know, I guess we'll never know what will happen, would have happened between those two if they'd have gone side by side through that corner. Well, now we have. And yeah, Carey getting that slightly better exit, affording to give Cher a little bit more of that inside line. But yeah, as we see them head now down through Mineshaft and towards Crocodiles, will we see a move again? As we see Cher, will he try go around the outside once again or get that cutback? He goes for the outside line, but once again, not being able to make it work as Carey gives him absolutely no space.
Oh, but he does make it work because something went wrong with Carey. Didn't manage to get the power down there. He's going to try and stick it up the inside, and they are going to continue wheel to wheel up through Barbecue. Now, looks like Cher just got the better exit there, but Carey's still bright on his tail. Cameron Gold and Demetrius Samanis watching this unfold as Gold sticks up the inside of Carey there. Almost a little bit of overlap there. That's a bold one. As Carey now is the inside. Parrott's arriving on the scene now. So we're looking at a 5-way fight here. 4P7 as Cher manages to clear Carey. That train forming behind them. Cher's now running away a little bit. But now, because those two have compromised their lines in combat, Demetrius gets to slide right in here. Right into the thick of the fighting for here. Oh, as Gold gets a twitch, and that opens the door for Demetrius Samanis, and he gets through.
Not getting the cutback. But as they make contact.
As got forced onto the runoff there, and in his attempt to rejoin, murdered the curb there and managed to stay alive as Mushtaq drops it in the background there. But we continue on this battle.
Yes,
continuation
and a
right
very
away.
early move. He's gone very deep there.
That was never going to work. That was far too fast into the corner.
An interesting instant there. I wonder what he's managed to do. As we see the replay now, just dipping.
Unsettled on the entry.
Yeah, dipping a wheel onto the grass. He's trying to maximise the entry into those S's to carry the speed through.
Nathan Carey fending off an assault from another car behind him. Almost can't get a break here as Cameron murders the curve, and that really pushes him into the wall after a tap with Parrott.
Very close with Cher.
Cher there going over the grasses. He makes his way into the barrier. That's almost a sort of Imola moment with Lewis Hamilton, if you remember, trying to recover and really, and actually makes contact with Oliver Fletcher there as Fletcher runs into the back of him. Didn't have enough time to brake coming into the pits. What a messy sequence for Cam Gold.
Yeah, I mean, again, we see that curve. We were talking about it when we were focusing on Harry Spears. And Cher. Interesting choice of line there for Cher. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage on the front of that Lamborghini now for Cam Gold. So another one that we can say that's sort of maybe out of the running here. So we'll see what happens with these two as Josh.
They're going to remain very good friends. Yeah, he lets Josh through. Looks like he had a bit of a moment there in the middle of the corner. We went, good lord, there's a car there. I
noticed this on the formation lap in a bright yellow car. We're used to seeing him in a white car with that hashtag stand with Ukraine. Of course, people, I'm sure you'll be aware of the events happening in Ukraine at the minute. And I think we echo Jimmy Lynn's statement here at BUSR.
Yep, in the proud colours of Ukraine. Slava Ukraini, as we go across another lap. Faruqi there gets wide, presumably in the aero wash, or a bit of distraction from Fletch. So they are going to go wheel to wheel now through Clubhouse. Side by side they go. Round the outside tries Jimmy Lynn, but looks like he's not quite got the overlap needed to make this an overtake yet. So they're still side by side going the S's. But Lynn's got enough of a line advantage now to get out in front. Very nicely done. He did hit. Did he hit the funny curb, or was that just the exit? That's not good for the front of your car. Nearly the rear.
I think we see. Yeah, it was a similar incident to what we saw from Anna Langsdale Foster earlier. That's Faruqi's race with Lynn over, I think.
You know, the number 7 Bentley starting off strong and blew one of its cylinders, I think, and he came on the radio as if to reinforce the fact that the Bentley's a boat, and just went, we've lost a boiler, boys. So, you know, the car a ship in more way than one as he really comes across Fletcher. Goes wide. That's going to compromise him. So you know how I said he only needs a 10th a lap for Cameron Gold. He's going to need a lot less than that now. So here we have Faruqi closed up to the back of Oliver Fletcher now. That's Fletcher in the wall hard.
Yeah, and we've seen them playing with fire a little bit with that curb. and hoping that Fletch doesn't get beached there. We've seen it be an issue before, but yeah, we see them coming through Crocodiles and head towards Cheetah. And will it be the inside curb? Will it be the outside curb?
Inside.
It's the inside. That's the first inside curb hit we've actually had that's caused an incident. I'm trying to see where the leader is on track.
Right behind
just behind them, so they will
wheel to wheel now. Yep,
they will get that extra lap, but Cher has managed to get the move done earlier than maybe he thought.
He's managed to get the move done, but Lodge is really looking for it too as they come wheel to wheel again. On the brakes, Lodge is a bit later through Crocodiles, so they're going to try and continue this battle for a bit more. Lodge is going to be thinking the leader's right behind them, that they're both desperate to stay in front of him and get as much racing time as possible.
Oh, as we see Ramley and Mushtaq battling as Mushtaq's on the grass.
Goes very far on the grass. I thought he was going to spear into the BMW there, but no, far enough back to avoid it. As we get towards the last lap of this race, Harry Spears takes another win nearly into the end of the pit wall there at the end of the race. So another domineering performance as we go behind him. The car's filing through. Lynn manages to finish on the podium. Cab Bud, nice finish in 4th place. Not the podium that he started in, but still a very good performance indeed.